Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey by hitting that subscription button right below, and also the bell notification for the new uploads when I do upload. Thank you so much to every single one of you. I am humbly grateful to everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I also thank you so much for your comments and your uplifting messages. Thank you so much. I am so grateful for every one of you. Sometimes I get like even emotional, believe it or not. When I started this channel, I didn't think much of it. I thought, okay, create a few things because people keep asking you to do tutorials on them, and they've been asking me for quite some time. And I never paid attention. Now that I do and I see it growing every day, it's like, wow, really? People really like my stuff, and it's just, so overwhelming. Surprisingly, of course, in a good way, absolutely. I feel blessed by every single one of you, and especially by God, since I'm a Christian and a believer in the Holy Spirit. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, so today we're going to create, and it might be 2, 3 videos because it's a rug for the living room, because my dining room is open with the living room. And a few days ago, or less than a week, or a week maybe, for some of you that have been following me already, must have seen already the chair covers that I've done, and also the table runner to match it, which I'm still not finished with that for myself. As far as the tutorial, it's done. But I still have 4 more chairs to do, but I'm doing videos in between, so I cannot be doing chair covers and videos at the same time. So I'll do it in my spare time when I really don't have spare time, but I try to find it anyway, so that I can take a nice picture with it all set up and then change the picture on the chair cover videos and have, the complete picture of all the chairs and the table runner on there. So like I was mentioning, because my dining room is open concept with the living room, I've been asked also many times to create more rugs. I do have a few on my channel already, but not enough. So I'm going to create a rug to match the table runner and the chair covers for the living room. A small little coffee table on the center of the living room. It's not a big table I have. It's a square, small one. Most of you already must have seen it through other pictures with the rugs that I had created. Now, you could do this as a rug, or you could do this as a small tablecloth if you have a small round table for your living room or whatever area you have that small little table. Some people have it near a window with some pictures or plants or vase or any kind of decor. You can do that in a smaller thread for the tablecloth. I'm going to use the 6-ply for the rug, and I'm going to use the same colors so it can match my chairs and my table runner. It will be easy, but of course there's a lot of work because it's a rug. It's not a small doily, so it's a big rug. And I'm going to use the same colors. So I have the baby blue. I also have the cream, tan cream, if you want to call it. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to add flowers around it. If I do, then most probably it's going to be the same flower as I used for the chair covers and the table runner, okay? If I'm planning to use the flowers around the rug, okay? I'm still debating on it. I don't know yet. We'll see as I go, depending how I'm in the mood for it. I also want to remind you that up top there's 3 little buttons. You can click there, slow down the video to your liking, the speed you would like if I'm too fast for you. Also, right next to it, there's the letter CC on next to the 3 little buttons on the corner. You can click there and turn it on. That means that everything I will be saying will be written down here. You can pause the video, take notes as you go so you don't get lost while you slow down the video too. It helps also. Um, always look ahead of the video before you create the next step because mistakes can be done. I usually don't edit my mistakes. I do the mistake, I show you the mistake, and we correct the mistake together. So we don't have to take it apart. Most of the time we don't. Sometimes we do, but very rarely. We always maneuver ways around it. I want a big shout out also to my girls, Karen Coffey, Karen Young, my two Bettys, toured off, I think that's her name, and Betty Senders. Big hugs to you women. Also, Love, Laugh, Life, which is Maggie. Big shout out to you. Shout out to Nancy Strand. Haven't She's having issues with her computer. I haven't seen her comment at all lately, but I know she's having problems with her computer. So shout out to you once your computer is fixed, my dear. And Charmaine, of course, not to forget Charmaine. Tanya, big shout out to you, sweetheart. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to think of other people's names, and my mind stays fogged out. Anyway, a shout out to all of you. Seriously, big hugs to every single one of you. Okay, so we're going to get started now. I'm going to try my best to use a. This is a 5.5 hook because I am so used to my 3.5, and I know I'm going to go through a nightmare doing it with a 6-ply. So I'm going to try to use my 5.5, and you should, or a 6, much easier for you. Also have a small hook for tucking in loose ends on a pair of scissors, of course. So we're going to get started, people, okay? I don't know how much yarn or thread this is going to take, by the way. This is 80% thread and 20% fibers. This is Portuguese thread brand, which is Beatrice. And the blue one is color 34 for the people that are in Europe. I should always make attention on these colors because I always forget, since I'm thinking it's always, the Australian, Americans, Canadians that watch this, but not necessarily. There's a lot of Europeans that watch it. And this is number 16, the same brand. Okay, so let's get started, everyone. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up, share the video, and everything will be listed below on the description box. My Instagram, follow me there. Facebook, follow me there. Any questions, suggestions, you can message me through Instagram or through Facebook. Much easier for me to answer you right away. Don't forget also we are in a time zone difference. So if I don't answer you right away, it might be daytime for you, might be during the night for me, which I'll be sleeping. And I'm sorry still for my voice. I'm still not healed from this chronic sinus, and I'm all stuffed up still. So thank you so much, everyone. Okay, let's get started. Okay, everyone, so the first thing we want to do is make that magic circle. Let me just see if I can get some lighting here. No, I don't like this light. I guess I get more light when there's the white here, but sometimes it's not good to see the stitch. Let's see how it works out, or else I'm going to have to put lighting on it. Okay, so we're going to, no, I'm not going to slip stitch knot, sorry. We're going to turn once for the magic circle. We're going to grab the string from the back, put your magic circle in position, go up chain 3. This will equal a double crochet. And inside of this magic circle, we're going to do 23 double crochets. We're going to have a total of 24 double crochets altogether. Okay, so continue yours, and I'll meet you at the end. We're going to close it up with a slip stitch on the third one up here. Okay, so I've done my 24 double crochets, including chain 3 when we went up. So of course this is always the hardest one, getting through, because my stitch is always tight, so I'm going to try to get it through with the smaller hook. With the slip stitch. Now just pull on your magic circle here. And now we're going to go up 1, 2, 3 for double crochet, 1, 2 for turning. Skip 1 into the next one, double crochet, 1, 2. For some of you that your stitch is too tight, do 3 chain instead of 2, okay? And we're going to do like this all the way around, skip 1 and into the next one, like that. So we're supposed to have a total of 12. If it's too tight, like I said, do 3 chain instead of 2. This is row 2. Okay, so going into row 3, so I have 12 double crochets all around with 2 chain separation. I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3 again. Inside of the square, we're going to do 3 double crochets, and 1 on top of the double crochet from the previous row. And repeat again. 3 double crochets inside of this little square. We're going to do this all the way around. Okay, I've cut my thread because I'm changing color, but of course you could always use the same color. Now we're going to just hide this magic square here inside of the loops back here. We don't want this in the way, and the only way to get it out of the way is by hiding it. So go in through a few loops. So I'm going to go into my blue now. Okay. Trying to get more lighting here. Okay, so I'm going to continue on top of the double crochet. Let's say where we ended. And I'm coming in with a single. If you're doing the same color, just do chain 3 and 2 chain. Next space. Double crochet. So we're going to have a total of 5 double crochets, 1 per space. And then we're going to increase, okay? 4 and 5. On my 6th one, I'm going to increase 1 double crochet on the same space. So every 6th one, we're doing 2 together on the same space. Now it's probably best that I put a dark towel. It's all full of bleaches and it won't come out. It's clean. It's just all damage from coloring hairs and nails and stuff. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 6th one, 2 together. And again, 5 double crochets. And on your 6th one, we're going to increase another double crochet together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the 6th one, 2 together. Okay, so let me check it out. Okay, so I've reached the end. I've closed in with a slip stitch. I'm going in chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means 3 for double crochet and 2 for turning. I'm skipping the first one, coming into my second one. chain 2, skip 1 into the second one, chain 2, skip 1 and into the next one. We're going to do that all the way to the end. So this is row 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay, so we're on to row 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So on row 6, we're going to have an increase on every fourth space. Okay, I'll show you in a second. So come inside of the square, do a single 2 chain. We're going to do 2 more inside of the same space, and we're going to have 3 spaces with 3 double crochet only inside. The fourth one, we're going to do an increase of 4 double crochets. Okay, so every fourth space, it's an increase of 4 double crochet. So now we have 1, 2, 3 spaces with 3 double crochet. This fourth one, we're doing 4 double crochet. We're doing our increase on the fourth space. So 4 double crochets in here. The next 3 spaces, 3 double crochets only. And again, the next space, 3 double crochets. And the next space, 3 double crochets. So we have 1, 2, 3. Now, on this fourth space, we are going to have 4 double crochets. So this is our increase. Okay, we're going to do it the same way all the way around. So 3 spaces with 3 double crochets, and on the fourth one 4 double crochets. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I'm coming back with my cream color again, and of course I just added some in here, which I'll be tucking in when I come around with my crochets. Anyway, it doesn't matter for now. I'll deal with it when I come around. I'll hide it. Okay, so now we're going to, so if you're using the same color, just continue up once you've closed in your slip stitch. And we're going to do chain 3. So because I've changed color, I did single and 2 chain. That equals 8 double crochet. Next space, I'm going to do another double crochet. So I'll be having 2 double crochet. Okay, so we've done the 2 double crochets. I'm going to do chain 4, 2, 3, 4. For some of you that your chain is too tight, then do chain 5. So we're going to skip 1, 2, 3 on the fourth one, double crochet, next space, double crochet. So now we're going to build groups of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain, 1, 2, 3 on the fourth one, double crochet, next space, double crochet. And we're going to do that all the way around. Okay, going into row 8, so I've closed in with a slip stitch. I'm going up chain 3, and on this next one we're going to do 2 together. So we're increasing now. And this row will be the same way all the way through. 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you're stitched too tight, then do a 5 chain instead of 4. And again, double crochet, and on the second one, 2 together. The next row, we're going to have 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's always an increase now on the pattern here, on the double crochets. And we're going to work like this all the way around. Then we're going to close in with a slip stitch and go up chain 3. Then we're going to do a double crochet and then 2 double crochets on the end. So we're going to have 4 double crochets. Okay, everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Going into row 9, chain 3, and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to add 2 at the end. So we're always increasing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1 at the end. And the next row will be the same thing. So the next row we're going to have 5 double crochets and we're going to do chain 4. So we're going to start counting by, let's say, row 1, row 2, row 3. I think it will make it easier instead of counting these ones because we're done with this. So row 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to meet you at the end of row 4, okay, where we're going to have, so the next row, 1, 2, 3, 4, is 5 double crochets, and row 6 will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochets, and row 5 will be 6 double crochets. So I'll meet you at the end of row 6, counting from here, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go into 4, and then row 5. So I should say I'll meet you at the end of row 4, let's say. I'm going to meet you at the end of row 4. Okay, everyone, so counting from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I told you I'd come back at the end of the 4th one. Now, again, the same thing, nothing changes here. We're still doing the increase. We're only going to change on the chain, okay, because we don't want it to be too loose either and flip-flopping. So we're doing the double crochets, and on the last one, 2 together. Now we were doing a 4 chain here. We're going to start doing a 3 chain because we're increasing on the double crochet and we're going to decrease on the chain here, okay? We don't want it to be too loose either. We want this rug to be fitted properly on the ground. One, 2, 3 chain. Now, of course, if your chain is extremely tight, you continue with the 4. But for people that have looser or same stitch similar to mine, then we're cutting down on the chain. Okay, so we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the next row the same thing. We're just going to add 2 at the end and chain 3 for the next row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 6th row, the same thing. I'll meet you at the end of the 6th row. Okay, everyone, so I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. So we have the first 4 rows with 4 chain, and then the other 3 rows with 3 chain. We're going to do one more with 3 chain. 1, 2, 3, and then doing the same thing by adding 2 at the end. So this would be row 8 on the cream. One more at the end. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and one more row of 3 chain. And one more here at the end. Okay, so 4 rows of 4 chain and 3 rows of 3 chain. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 row. The next row we're going to do 2 chain and the one after that. So we're going to complete this row and I'll come back to you on it just to refreshen you again that it's 2 chain on the next row. Okay, so I finished my row. I closed in with a slip stitch. I went up chain 3, did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 at the end, 9, and now chain 2. So nothing to it. Always adding 2 at the end. Two, 4, 6, 8, 9, and 2 chain. So the purpose of cutting down on the chains is to make sure that your rug is going to stay flat on the floor. So it has to stay flat like that. Okay, so we're going to continue. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're going to continue again. The next row also 2 chains, and most probably the next row also 2 chains. So I'm going to continue this row and the next one. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to complete row 8 and row 9. I'll come back to you at the end of row 9. Okay, everyone. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows. We're going into the 10th and do the same thing. So chain 3. Sorry about the noise. There's construction going around the house. I have no control of that. Okay, and we're going to add 2 at the end, and then we're going to do 1 chain only. Okay? Okay, so we're going to do 1 chain, and we're continuing on. This is row 10 out of the beige one. And continue to proceed with your 2 double crochets at the end. Okay, so 1 chain now. Okay, you guys, so we finished doing row 10. We're going to do 2 more rows until the 12th row. And when I'm saying 12, it's from the cream up. So we finished 10, 2 more with only 1 chain separation between them. We're going to continue to put the 2 double crochets on the same space at the end. So I'll meet you at the end of row 12. Okay, everyone, so we've done from here until there, row 12. So row 12, you're supposed to have 13 double crochets, okay? So I've closed in with a slip stitch, chain 3, now we're going to change up a bit, next space, double crochet. We're going to do 6 double crochets, 1 per space, so, oh, I skipped one, not good, can't skip any. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 2 chain. We're going to skip 2 space and go into the third one. And we're going to create 6 more double crochets, 1 per space and 2 on the last one together. So this is your 5th and your 6th. Again, chain 1 and repeat the same process all the way around. 6 double crochets, 1 per space. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 chain, skip 2 space on the third one, double crochet, 1 per space. We're going to have a total of 6, 2 at the end. We have 3, 4, 5, and 1 more on the same space, 6. So continue like that all the way around. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, going into the 14th row. So I'm going to do the walk. I call it the walk. Most of you know that. To the next double crochet with a slip stitch, chain 3, and I'm going to do 4 double crochets, 1 per space, just like that. I'm going to do 1 chain. For some of you that your chain is too tight, then do a two chain separation. Okay, in here we're going to do 3 double crochets, so basically we're not doing the first one nor the last one. Okay, so we're doing 3 double crochets, 1 chain. We're going to skip the first one and into the next one. Create your 4 double crochets again. And we're not doing the first nor the last one. 1 chain. For some of you, it's 2 chain. Here, where we have the squares, we're going to do only 1 double crochet. 1 chain again, skip the first one into the second one. Create your 4 double crochets again, exactly like we just finished doing. So this row will be repeatedly the same way. all the way around, one chain, and 3 double crochets inside of the space in the middle of the motif. One chain, skip the first one into the second one, and create your 4 double crochets, one per space. One chain coming into the square, one double crochet only, one chain, and proceed again repeating the same way. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so we just finished doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Going into row 15, we're going to do the walk with the slip stitch to the next one. So we are decreasing, chain 3. We're going to do double crochet. This is 3 double crochet, 2 inside of the space here. Total of 5 double crochets, 1 chain into the next space, 2 double crochets the same way as we just did, and 3 more double crochets. So we're not doing the first nor the last double crochet because we are decreasing. So you have 1, 2, 3, 2 inside of the space, 5, 1 chain, 2 inside of the space, and 3 more. So there's your 5. 1 chain for some of you is 2 chain separation. If your stitch is too tight, 1 chain and double crochet. 1 chain, skip the first one and into the second one. Excuse me. My voice is still pretty rough from the sinus. 2 inside of the space. So we're repeating the same thing again. 1 chain, 2 inside of the space, and 3 more double crochet, giving you a total of 5. So 3 double, we went over to the next space. So we're not doing this first one or the last one. And doing 3 chain, double crochet, that's 3, 2 inside of the space, 1 chain separation, 2 double crochet, 3 more, total is 5, 1 chain. We don't do the last one. We do 1 double crochet in the space, 1 chain, 1 double crochet in the other space, 1 chain, and continue on again with the 5 double crochets. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 16 now. We are going to do the walkover with the slip stitch. 1, 2, 3. Double crochet in the next space, double crochet, double crochet. Coming into the center, we're going to do 1 double crochet only, and we're going to continue to do double crochet, and we're not doing the last one. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, and 9 double crochets, 1 chain, double crochet. If your stitch is too tight, do 2 chain. Next space, double crochet, 1 chain. So now we're going to have 4 little squares. Skip the first one and continue again with the double crochets, 1 per space. Will give you a total of 9 double crochets. one in the center, and one chain, and continue to do your little 4 squares. I think I put 2 on the same one here. That's not good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do the same way all the way around until the end. Okay, everyone. So I've reached the end. I'm going to go over. I'm going to walk like we've been doing. So we're always going to skip the first one and the last one. For the next few rows will be the same way until we have only 3 double crochets on the end of the motif here. So chain 3, next space, next space. So we have 3 double crochets, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1 chain. For some of you, use 2 chain if your stitch is too tight, and continue to do these squares. So for the next few rows, we're going to we don't do the first one and we don't do the last one until we end up only with 3, and then we're going to end up with 1 only. So I'll come back to you at the end of the only 3 that's left over, always skipping the first and the last one. Okay, so the next few rows will be like that, and the rest stays the same. So always skip the first one and don't do the last one. We're going to have 7 here. The next row we're going to have 5, and then the next row, which is 3 rows from now, we're going to have 3 only. I'll meet you at the end of 3. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much closed in with the slip stitch. I'm going to go up, chain 3. Now this row is all going to be double crochets. We're going to put 2 inside, not 2, sorry. This row is going to be all squares. So I've done 3, 4, and 5. That's 3 for double crochet and 2 for turning. I'm going to come inside of the space and do double crochet. I'm going to do 2 chain because I don't want it to be pulling, okay? If you feel that you need to do only 1, then by all means, but mine is starting to pull, so I'm going to do a 2 chain separation. And we're just going to do little squares all the way around. Okay, and then the next row will be only double crochets. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've changed color because I wanted to have at least 1 row with the darker blue like I have on the flower. This is the royal blue, and it's a little bit thinner than the other threads. So I'm going to use my regular hook. And very simple. So this row is just, you would go up your chain 3 once you closed in, if you're using the same color, and do 2 double crochets inside of the square and 1 on top of the double crochet from the previous row. So this is only a row of double crochets. Okay, and then I'm going to change colors again and go into the softer blue like I did at the beginning. Now, reminder that this could be a tablecloth also. If I feel that it's still too short, because this is a 6 ply. Normally when I do rugs, I do it with a 8 or 10 ply, which I didn't have. So if I find that it's still too small for the floor as a rug, I'll use it as a tablecloth, that I have a small table, between the dining room and the living room. Okay, so 2 double crochets inside of the space and 1 on top of the double crochet from the previous row. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 22. That's from the beige one only. I'm going back into my blue. So I'm going to start right here on the center. You can start anywhere, by the way. So I'm going to do a single. And we're going to have a total of 10 singles, okay? So next space, this is 2, 3, trying to hide my thread at the same time, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to do chain 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to skip 4 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th one, we're going to do our 9 singles again. Now, in order to have this motif, normally it's 14 space, right? The 10 plus we skip 4. But it won't add up. We're going to be missing 2 space. So instead of skipping in 2 places 4 times, 4 space, we're only going to skip 3 space twice. One could be here and one in the middle of the pattern, okay? So just separate them instead of skipping. I'm going to skip on the next one so you'll see. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Chain 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I'm not going to skip here. I'm only going to skip 3. 1, 2, 3 on the 4th one. I'm going to come in and do my singles. And on the middle somewhere on the other side, I'm going to repeat the same thing. We need to do this twice in order to match up with our stitch, okay? And then the rest of the other ones, we skip 4 space and go into the 5th space, okay? So do yours, I'll do mine, and I'll come back to you at the end of this row. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much closed in, slip stitch on my first single. I'm going to do the walk, as I call it, with the slip stitch to the 3rd one. I'm going to come in with a single here. So we skip 1, 2. On the 3rd one, we do a single. Actually, we're going to do a slip stitch, 1 chain, and on the same space, a single. Okay, so we're going to have that firm single. We're going to have a total of 6 singles. We're almost done, people. So this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 singles. We're going to come directly where we have the loop. By the way, I have I have to recount. I think it's 21 loops, I believe, or 31. I'm not sure. Anyway, 1. We're going to have 10 double crochets in here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then back to the single. So we're going to skip 1, 2 on the third one. So we're always skipping the first 2 and the last 2. And we're going to have a total of 6 singles. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and go directly inside of the loop and create your 10 double crochets. So continue yours and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so pretty much close in. By the way, I have 32 of these loops. So we're going to do the walk again. So we close in on the first single. I'm going to skip, I'm going to do the walk again to the second with slip stitch and on to the third with the slip stitch. We're not going to do the first 2 nor the last 2. Okay, so we did 1, 2 on the 3. Go up 1 chain and on the same space a single. So we're going to do a single on here. I have to walk again and I missed one walk. So skip the first 2. So 1, 2, okay. So we're not working on there, we're going through with the slip stitch. And we're doing 1 chain and coming back in doing a single. So we're going to have 2 singles. Okay. And then we're coming directly. We're doing triple crochet, okay? So we're coming from behind into the front, into the back, and we're doing the triple crochet. 1 chain, okay? Coming in from the back to the front to the back, take out 2, take out 2, and take out the last 2. Again, 1 chain separation, turn twice, come from the front to the back, take out 2, take out 2, and the next 2. So you're going to have like a 3D sort of. Okay, turn twice again. This is the triple crochet in from the back to the front to the back. Take out 2, take out 2, and the next 2. I'm going to continue mine until here. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to skip. So we're not coming in through the last one here, okay? So we're going to skip the first single, the second. We're coming in to the third directly with the single. Next space the single. And we don't do the last 2. So we're going to do the triple again, coming in from the back to the front to the back. Take out 2, take out 2, and the next 2. 1 chain. And again, from the back to the front in between them, into the back. Take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2. Okay, so we're going to continue that, doing that all the way around, only 2 singles and 9 triples with 1 chain separation. No chain here, we go directly. I'll meet you at the end. Everyone, so we pretty much finished doing the top part. Now the last row is peacock. Now you can do it with this color, you can do it whatever colors you're using, obviously, but I'm just giving you an example. You can do it with the base color, the peacock, or you can do it whatever color you used here if you did any, or just one color if you're doing it. Now, I'm making a little extra, so what I'm doing here is I'm doing this motif. It's almost like leaves on it. Okay, so with the I'll show you the peacock because I don't know if I'm going to use the green for peacock or if I'm going to use this color. So I'm going to give you an example and I'll show you if you want to do this extra, how to do it. So very simple. I'm going to put this color to show you now, but I don't know if I will keep this, probably going to the green or something like that. So come in where you have your single right on the center. And do your single. Go directly in between the triple, the two triples, to a single. 1, 2, 3. And single again. Single next space. 1, 2, 3. And peacock single. Next space. 1, 2, 3. Single. So we have 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And okay. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3. Trying to see where the middle is here. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 chain coming back in. Or you can do exactly on the peacock, or you can come back in as you wish and do the single. So you're going to have it like that. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3. Or you can just do singles all around. It's up to you. One, two, three. And then just close it in, exactly like we did here with the single, and come directly into the middle of the single, directly into the middle of the two triplets there, and continue on. Now, like I said, you can do just single crochet all the way around. It's up to you. Or you can do 3 peacocks and then 6 chain peacock and then 3 peacocks again. Okay, so basically this is what it would look like. Now I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. Very simple. So you put your thread on any of these. Let's say on here you'd make a single. So once you'd make a single on the second one here between the 2 double crochets, you do chain 2 and you just go up and slip stitch, chain 2, the next row, slip stitch, chain 2, next row. So you're just following the motif all the way around. Up top I did 3 peacocks. 2 chain, and then you'd come in to the next one here, slip stitch, 2 chain, into the next row, slip stitch. Okay, so I'm going to get to the top and then show you how I did my peacock. So now I'm all the way to the top on my last one here, which is the middle one from the motif. I did my 2 chains. I'm coming right on it, well, underneath it there. Almost knocked down my camera. That's not good. I'm doing it with a single. Okay, chain 3, peacock. I'm coming right in the center where I have the double crochet, single, 1, 2, 2 chains only. And where I have the blue, because I want it to stay flat, I'm coming back here on it, and I'm doing a single and 1 chain. I'm coming back in to my single here to close my peacock. And then I'm coming in right next to the single, the double crochet, sorry, with a single, 1, sorry, no, 1, 2, 3, not next to it. We're going to do the peacock. Okay, single, and now you can come next to the double crochet and do your single, and then turn your pattern. Chain 2, and then come down again on your motif with slip stitch, chain 2, again on your motif, slip stitch, and you just continue to follow the same way through until the next motif. Okay, so I'm gonna, so pretty much it stays together there. Okay, so that's basically what it looks like. So I'll have it on display at the end. Thank you so much, everybody. This does it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it and you created. Remember, this is optional. Another thing is, if you want it to go bigger, you just have to keep increasing over here as many rows as you'd like, and then you continue to proceed to do the rest. Thank you, everyone. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. It's very important. And if you have a chance, share it on your Facebook public so other people can recognize the channel. Thank you, everybody. God bless. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time. Bye-bye. Just wanted to show you that when you come to the end of your motif here, to get from one motif to the other, so you've come to the end of it, you would do single on the where I have the blue there, and just continue until the middle of the 2 double crochets from the motif. Okay, and then continue to do your chain, 2 chain, and then start going up on the next one. I almost forgot that detail, and then you people would say, well, how do I get from one leaf motif to the other? right? So before there's any doubts or questions, I'd rather come on and show you so you don't get confused, okay? And then you would just continue on creating your slip stitch, okay? So it would look like that. So single from one place to the other, and then continue on, and then your 3 peacocks if you want to. If not, just do single and then come back down.